So not too long ago, I released a video about doing mantras to attract abundance in our lives and mentioned about raising our vibrational frequency in order to attract abundance. And so then I got a comment from a viewer named Momo Moriarty about vibrational frequencies. He says, vibrational frequencies are a bunch of hokum. Someone can sit around all day trying to tune and tweak their vibrational frequencies to manifest desires, but that doesn't help pay the mortgage or pad the savings account. How about hard work and integrity will help your life a lot more than made-up terms that don't actually do anything. If this was many years ago, I would have absolutely agreed with Momo. I would actually think that the person promoting that video was crazy, that it was ridiculous, that you could just sit there and raise your vibrational frequency and abundance will come, money will come, health will come, career will come, relationships will come. I mean, that sounds crazy and ridiculous on the surface, right? That you just raise your vibrational frequency, sit there and do nothing, and all of this abundance will come. And I totally get it. It sounds ridiculous on the surface. And many years ago, I would have absolutely agreed with Momo. And while I agree that action is a necessary part of manifesting our desires, absolutely, you have to take action, and I come from an Asian family where the Asian culture values hard work. That is really embedded in our culture, that in order to have any type of success, we have to work really, really hard. And while action is absolutely necessary part of creation, part of manifesting our desires, yes, we must absolutely take action. For me, what I discovered is that action is really a follow-up. It's a follow-up to the vibrational frequencies, because we are really foundationally vibrational energetic frequencies first, and action is a follow-up to those vibrational frequencies. So the best way that I found to really raise my vibrational frequency is through meditations and mantras. So when my viewer Momo mentioned that it's ridiculous to say that we could just raise our vibrational frequency and then we can attract abundance, I totally understand, because I felt that way many years ago. And I'm sure that many viewers out there, many people around the planet still feel the same way as Momo. And I completely understand where he's coming from. But I think Momo's position is coming from a place where he doesn't really understand the laws of the universe. We have to really, really understand the laws of the universe. What is the makeup? What is the foundation of this universe? And the entire foundation of this universe is based on vibrational frequency. So everything that we experience in our life, whether it's health, money, relationships, career, is based on that vibrational frequency, because that is the foundation of how this universe is organized. And so one of the famous life coach experts, Bob Proctor, says, vibration must be understood if you're going to take control of your health. Vibration must be understood if you're going to take control over relationships. It must be understood if you want to become wealthy. So Bob Proctor is saying that vibration is everything. Vibration is the essence of our lives and this entire universe. And what he's really saying, and I've shown you this chart many, many times before, what he's saying is that the vibration is the foundation for this entire universe. And our lives, our minds, our bodies, our thoughts, the experiences that we have in our life is all based on vibrational frequency. This is based on this. This is what makes up everything in the universe. Everything is in motion. Nothing can happen without vibrational frequency. You cannot have the manifestation of your body without vibrational frequency. You cannot have the manifestation of thoughts without a vibrational frequency. You cannot have a mind without vibrational frequency. You cannot have a house without vibrational frequency. You cannot have nature without vibrational frequency. You cannot meet people, have relationships without vibrational frequency. Money cannot come about without vibrational frequency. We cannot invent anything or create any manifestations without vibrational frequency. We cannot have this planet without vibrational frequency. We cannot have the universe without the vibrational frequency. We cannot have moon without vibrational frequency. We cannot have the billions of galaxies without vibrational frequency. It is all organized based on vibrational frequency. This vibrational frequency is what creates all of the physical manifestations that we see, smell, hear, and touch. It's all vibrational frequency. You cannot have anything manifest without vibrational frequency. And so if everything is dependent on vibrational frequency, don't you think that we need to control and manage our vibrational frequency? So everything in this universe is really dependent on vibrational frequencies. That is the foundation for everything in this universe and for everything that we experience in our lives. So it's like a house. When you want to build a strong house, you've got to make the foundation of the house really solid, right? Because any type of wall, windows, or roof that you place on the house, it won't matter if the foundation of the house is not solid, because then the house will eventually collapse. Well, it's the same thing in our lives. In order for us to really experience true abundance, we have to have a strong foundation, and that foundation are these vibrational frequencies. So I think it's a matter of really understanding the importance of the vibrational frequency first, then just jumping to hard work. Like I said, action is necessary, but it's a follow-up to vibrational frequencies. And how you manage your vibrational frequency, whether it's low or high, is really through your mind. Your thoughts is what manages it, whether you lower it or whether you raise it. And so mantras are the most powerful ways to lower or raise vibrational frequency, because mantras are vibrational frequencies like everything else in the universe. So sound, when you look at sound, they're vibrational frequencies. And so when we speak words, thoughts, prayers, mantras, those words all have vibrational frequencies in them. So if you say, I am abundant, I am worthy, I am prosperous, or if you say, I am worthless, I am fearful, I am angry, those words all have vibrational frequencies, and they're being broadcast out into the universe. The universe is listening. It's always listening. It's infinitely aware. It's infinitely smart. It's infinitely intelligent. It is listening. And the universe, which is also vibrational frequency, is returning to you the same vibrational frequency that you broadcast out. It just returns to you the same vibrational frequency that you're broadcasting. So this gentleman up on the mountain is mantraing, I am abundant in health. I am abundant in money. I am abundant in relationships. And so he's sending that out to the universe. And the universe, because it's all organized based on vibrational frequency, is just returning the same energetic frequency to his experience. That's the foundation. The foundation is a vibrational frequency that the universe absolutely matches to what your frequency you're broadcasting. That's how it works. And so any type of outer experience that you have in your life, whether it's health, money, relationships, or career, is just a reflection of your inner state of being, what vibrational frequency you're really broadcasting out into the universe, and the universe matches that through your experiences. And so let's say you want abundance in money, career, relationships, or health. And abundance is really a high vibration frequency. And let's say that frequency is number 10. We're just making it up. Abundance frequency is 10. But you're down here. Your vibrational frequency is 1. because you have anger, fear, doubt, worry, feeling of lack. So you're holding your vibrational frequency down here. So I always say you're like passing ships. You're never gonna meet abundance because abundance is up here and you're down here. So you're always gonna be passing ships, right? You're never gonna meet abundance if you keep holding your vibrational frequency down here. In order to go from 1 to 10, you have to raise that frequency. And so then any type of action that you take, whether you find an investor, or whether you try to find a business partner, or whether you get a loan for your business, or whether you make a health decision, any action that you follow up will be powerful when you raise your vibrational frequency. But when you take action and you're down here, you're in vibrational frequency 1, it's not powerful action. The action will always be missing the mark. It will always be missing the mark. But when you raise your vibrational frequency and then you take action, you're always going to show up at the right place at the right time. You're always going to meet the right people. The opportunities will just flow into you. And then you take action. The action will be absolutely powerful. So it's always about vibrational frequency first. That's the foundation for any type of abundance. And then action comes second. And so mantras, when we do mantras, when we start saying mantras over and over again, what's happening is we're training our mind to shift our energy to a higher vibrational frequency. And that's the power of mantras. So the power of mantras is really the repetitive nature of saying those mantras over and over again. And that's why when you see spiritual traditions like the Buddhist monks, they do a lot of mantras. They repeat words and phrases because those words have vibrational frequencies which are connecting to the vibrational frequencies of the universe. And so, oftentimes when people try to practice law of attraction and they say positive affirmations and mantras and it doesn't really work, is because they haven't raised their vibrational frequency enough. And so then they give up. They're like, oh, mantras don't work. Just saying things don't work. They actually really work. But, if your vibrational frequency is down here and you need to be up here to gain abundance, there's going to be some space over here, some time before you can raise your vibrational frequency here, right? I mean, most people don't make a quantum leap. If you're down here, most people don't just jump up here. There's got to be time. And the practice of mantras on a daily basis is what allows you to inch your vibrational frequency up, 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 up. That takes practice and time. And so it's not that the mantras don't work, it's that we don't have patience. We say, oh, I'm doing these mantras for like a week and it doesn't work and I don't see more abundance. It's not true. It's because you've got to give it time to raise your vibrational frequency to be where you want to be at, to have this abundance. And so it's the repetitive nature and the consistency of the practice of mantras is what works. And so that's why the Buddhist monks, they, basically mantra like almost every day. They pray, they mantra, they chant almost every single day. Because when you keep repeating something over and over again, let's say you don't have self-worth, right? Let's say for 30 years, you didn't hold on to self-worth. And so you start mantraing, at the beginning, you say, I love myself, I love myself, I love myself. And you don't really feel it, right? Because for 30 years, you didn't love yourself. And you're not really feeling it at the beginning, right? You say, I love myself like 20 times. And you say, I don't feel worthy still. I still don't feel it. Is because the vibrational frequency is still down here. But let's say you mantra every single day, I love myself, I love myself. And you do it like 1,000,000 times. After you do it 1,000,000 times, don't you think at some point you're going to start feeling you love yourself? Don't you believe that you're going to start to actually feel it? And so I always say our belief is our truth. Our belief is our truth. Because if we say it 1,000,000 times to ourselves, I love myself, there's going to be a break. At some point, you're going to start to feel that you love yourself, right? There's going to be a point where because of the repetitive nature of mantras, you're going to start to feel it. It's like, the great example I always have is like Donald Trump, President Trump. A lot of people say that President Trump lies, and he may or may not lie. I'm not here to judge President Trump. I neither like him nor dislike him. I'm very neutral about President Trump, but a lot of people really dislike him and say that he lies. But President Trump himself really believes that he doesn't lie. He believes truly that he is fabulous, that he is the greatest president. He truly believes that, right? Because in his mind, he's convinced himself that he's an upstanding person, that he's a great president, that he wants to really help people. I mean, I think he truly believes that. So I always say your belief becomes your truth. Whatever you believe is what your truth becomes. So I think President Trump is a wonderful example of how his belief, regardless of what everybody says about him, that he's a liar, he believes that he doesn't lie. And when you believe that over and over again, that eventually becomes your truth. And so the repetitive nature of mantra is what allows you to convince yourself of what you desire, that you are worthy, that you are worthy. If you say it a million times, I love myself, at some point you're going to love yourself. And so statements that really make you feel good, that make you feel good are high vibrational frequency mantras. So statements like, as the perfect image of God, I have infinite possibilities in my life. And like I said at the beginning, when you say this, it's not going to work because you need time to raise your vibrational frequency. It's through consistency and practice that you start to believe this. Or, I am worthy of abundance in love, money, health, and relationships. It's the repetitive nature of saying this that allows you to inch your way up in your vibrational frequency. Low vibrational frequency mantras are those that do not make you feel good, that do not serve you in any way. So statements like, I have fear and uncertainty about my future. This is a low vibrational frequency, and if you say this enough times, you're going to believe this, right? If you say this a million times, you're going to start to believe this, and that's what you're broadcasting out into the universe. Or if you say, I am not worthy of having abundance in love, money, career, if you say this a million times, you're going to feel not worthy of abundance, of having those things in your life, right? So it's the feeling. You have to go with statements that make you feel empowered. And like I said at the beginning, it doesn't feel like it's working. When you do these mantras, it doesn't feel like it. It's only over time, over practice. And I mantra really throughout the whole day. When I wake up, when I wash my face, I mantra things like, I am worthy of great abundance in health, relationships, career. When I walk my dog, I mantra all kinds of things like, I am pure positive energy of God and love, so I have infinite possibilities in my life. I mantra throughout the day. When I'm doing the dishes, I mantra, and I do it throughout the day. I do mantras even before I eat, and prayers before I eat. So I'm constantly trying to train my mind to shift my energy so I can broadcast a higher vibrational frequency, and so that the universe will return the same in kind. So mantra is really a powerful way to shift your energy to bring the desired manifestations into your life. And so I'm telling you, it's really about vibrational frequencies, and mantras is a great way to raise our vibrational frequency. It works. You just have to be patient, consistent, and practice. It's called a practice for a reason. You have to do it every single day throughout the day. And you could do it. It's easy. It's free, right? There's no cost to doing these mantras, because if you do it often enough, you're going to feel abundant. And when you start feeling abundant, you're broadcasting that new energetic frequency out into the universe, and the universe is returning that in kind. So please share your story. If you have a story about any type of positive affirmations and mantras that you do throughout the day, every day, and it's worked for you, please share your stories, because your stories, comments, and experiences really help me and my community at large. And if you like this video, please make sure to share it and subscribe to my channel. And if you want to visit all of my spiritual and holistic living tips, just go to my website at yinandyangliving.com. Namaste.